Hey everyone, welcome back to Local Living. Thank you so much for joining us. It's time for our Mortgage Minute, and joining me on set is Tim Key. He's Vice President and a mortgage loan originator for Security Federal Bank right here in Evans, serving both Richmond and Columbia counties. Tim,
Correct.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So today I want to talk about VA financing, because the last time that you were here we touched on FHA. What is the difference between VA financing and what is its purpose?
Okay. As we spoke last time, we were talking about FHA. In the lending world, you have a conventional loan and you have a government loan.
Okay.
Within the government loans, you have FHA, which is an insured loan, and you have a VA loan, which is a guaranteed loan. And you also have USDA for the rural areas. The VA loans are basically for veterans, whether you're active duty, soldier, or Marine, or in the reserves. And it's basically for those folks.
Okay, so anybody who has really served in the military and is a veteran.
Yeah, and you have certain guidelines you have to follow. You have to be in the service for a certain period of time.
Okay.
And normally, when we are gathering the information about the veteran or the active duty soldier, we are tapping to the VA website with the information, and the Veterans Administration will give us a certificate of eligibility indicating whether they are qualified or not.
I see. And so how does that affect the family? If you have a veteran who is now passed on, is the spouse able to still apply for that loan?
There are guidelines that you have to follow.
Okay.
And one of the simple ones is, have they remarried?
Okay.
That's not the only one. But what you would do is collect the necessary information, like death certificate, those type of things,
Okay.
and DD-214, which is a discharge paper for the military. And then we'll tap into the website again, and then if it comes back that that spouse is eligible to use that veteran's eligibility, then she's good to go, or he's good to go.
And so I know that you kind of went over some of those qualifying, the qualifications for the VA loan. Talk to me about that. How does somebody qualify?
Well, in all of the loans that we do now, we have automated underwriting systems where we can almost instantaneously tell you whether you're qualified or not. And so we take the information and we input it in, and it gives us a feedback whether that person is qualified or not. VA loans are 100% financing, and they have certain limits, but for the veteran, normally the guidelines are pretty fair. And if they qualify, we'll know pretty quick.
And I know with FHA there wasn't an income limit. Is that the same for VA?
That is correct. No income limit.
That's so good to know, right, guys? And then can a veteran purchase a home more than once using his eligibility?
Yes. When we get the information on the veteran, and if he's already purchased a home, here again, we'll tap into the VA websites, and he potentially can use bonus entitlements, which will give him the ability to qualify for another home at a certain price limit for the new purchase.
So good to know, especially because we live in a military town. I think that this information is so vital for people to be aware of. Tim, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we have more on Local Living.